I remember the moment everything shattered. Not with a scream, not with an explosion, but with a quiet beep from a heart monitor. I was lying in a hospital bed, barely conscious, barely alive, and my family, my parents, my sister, were arguing over paint colors for her new bedroom. That was the day I realized I wasn't their daughter. I was their insurance policy, their backup plan. This is the story of how I died for my family, and how, in doing so, I finally started living for myself. From the moment I could walk, I had a job. Not a literal one, but an emotional one. I was the good kid, the responsible one, the one who didn't cry too loud, didn't mess up, didn't embarrass anyone. I was born first, and with that came weight, expectations, pressure, duty. Every report card needed to shine. Every smile had to be polite. Every mistake, catastrophe. Then Hazel was born, and the world turned upside down. Hazel was chaos wrapped in charm. She broke things and was called spirited. She yelled at teachers and was called expressive. She cried in public and was sensitive. But me, if I so much as sighed too loudly, I was dramatic. If I got tired, I was lazy. It wasn't favoritism. It was survival. Hazel got attention. I got expectations. As we got older, the gap only grew. Hazel needed help with math. I stayed up all night. Hazel forgot her science project. I did it for her. Hazel broke curfew. I lied for her. And every time I hoped, just a little, that someone would notice. That someone would thank me. That maybe Hazel would change. But no. My parents praised her creativity. They scolded me for not being more supportive. It wasn't just academics. It was her life. I paid for her books, her phone bill, her therapy. When she had a breakdown after her boyfriend left her, I took unpaid leave to fly home. I made her tea, read to her, sat with her as she screamed. And when I finally flew back to my job, my mother's only comment was, "Don't let it affect your performance." I worked like someone was chasing me. 'Cause they were. Their needs, their guilt, their emotional blackmail. I studied hard, graduated with honors, landed a scholarship, left home. When I packed my bags, my mother didn't cry. She didn't hug me. She reminded me to keep sending money back. And I did. Because even in freedom, I didn't know how to stop being their servant. New city, new job. Finally, I felt a flicker of joy. A paycheck that was mine. A bed that was mine. Silence that wasn't judgmental. But they followed me. Hazel called every week with a new crisis. Lost her job. Needed rent. Broke up. Needed therapy. Wanted to start a business. Needed a small loan. My parents asked about bonuses. Don't forget your sister needs a car. I'd say, family comes first. I sent money. Always. Even when I couldn't afford it. Even when I skipped meals to make rent. Because that's what good daughters do. Right. Then came the big project. The one I dreamed of my whole life. Months of prep. Late nights. No sleep. Stress climbing, nerves fraying. The day of the presentation, I wore my best suit. Told myself, just one more hour. One more meeting. 10 minutes in, my heart gave out. Collapse. When I woke up, I was in the ICU. They said I had a stress-induced heart arrhythmia. My blood pressure had spiked so high I could have had a stroke. The doctor said, "You were minutes away from dying." And in that moment, all I wanted was to hear a voice that cared. I texted my family. Told them what happened. Their response, "Is Hazel okay?" That was all. "No, are you all right?" "No, we're on our way." Just Hazel. Hours later they showed up. Not with flowers. Not with hugs. With paint swatches. Hazel had decided to repaint her bedroom. My mother asked what I thought of sage green. I looked down at the 4 in my arm. Listened to the monitor beeping. And it hit me. I wasn't a person to them. I was a tool. Provider. A means to an end. They didn't even realize they were watching me fade. The next day I checked myself out. Called HR. Took a leave of absence. I went home. For the last time. Packed everything I'd ever given Hazel. The headphones, the laptop, the bags. Left it on her bed. With a note. Let's see if you can carry it now. I blocked their numbers. Opened new bank accounts. Changed my address. Deleted every email thread. And then I disappeared. Today I wake up in silence. Not emptiness, peace. I eat food I enjoy. Read books I like. Laugh without fear. They still try to reach out. My mom sent an email last month. Hazel might lose the house. She's very depressed. You should help. I didn't reply. Or maybe I did. When I blocked the email. Because I'm not their crutch anymore. If you've ever been the strong one. The forgotten one. The one who was always there. But never seen. This story is for you. You're not selfish. You're not cold. You're not broken. You're just finally choosing yourself. And you deserve that.